quick play, obviously, because it'll be a bit annoying.
Yeah, that'd suck.
Injuries will be a focus in career mode because I'm getting a lot of fucking earache about it at the moment. So.
I've seen it constantly in chat, man, and I've not seen it answered, so I thought I'd ask.
No, yeah.
Well, I hope all the people that are asking it are in this broadcast
Hopefully.
right now.
Another thing as well, I've seen people asking about cutting weight. Is that a thing?
Take it.
So you have noticed the fucking, I can't remember which video it was in. It might have been in that one that Ash is just the one that we've just put out. There was a negotiation screen, and there is a weight thing on that you've, like a minimum and a maximum. So I think we are trying to incorporate that into the career mode, in that if you don't make weight or you're overweight, then you will be penalised in the career mode for it. So that will be an aspect you're gonna have to look at in the career mode.
Sounds good.
Cool. Any other questions for us?
Kyle's a Taja. I'm out, guys. See you later.
I'll see you later.
See you, Freeze. How's it going? Not bad.
Terrible.
Just on a Sunday night,
Awful.
Question would be, with the amount of fighters that you have and that amount of different styles, how many realistically do you think you're going to be able to recreate different fighters' styles in the game?
Okay, that's actually a really good question. So, talking time frame wise, in an idle world would get like one moveset done every 2 weeks. That's with testing and everything. So obviously we're not gonna prioritize every fighter to have their own moveset, but
Sure.
we will prioritize like the marquee fighters. So for example, like Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier will have his own moveset that he moves around with because he has his own mannerisms. Some fighters might just have their own signature punch because it's easier for us to just get them to do one thing and then get out of the suit. It also saves us a lot of time for testing afterwards. But with the marquee fighters, we'll get them to do their movement as well as their punches. By early access, I think we plan to have, like on early access launch, maybe 5 or 6 different movesets. With southpaw variations, hopefully, if all goes to plan.
Gotcha. So a guy like say like Roy Jones Jr., who had obviously an extremely unique style and one that a lot of boxers later tried to emulate. Is that something you could see where you put his mannerisms and his subtle movements and things that he does in the ring, that left hand hanging low and those type things? Is that something that we could possibly see in the game?
Yeah, we would love to get him, like, obviously, to come over and mocap with us, but we might have to end up going over to him instead and getting to do a mocap in some gym with him.
Yep.
Hey,
I know we plan to do it with some fighters already, where we're going to go to their gym instead of them coming to us. So for it'll be one of the two. We don't really want to have someone imitate a fighter that's still alive. We want them to imitate themselves, because what's better than the source material for an animation. So yeah, that's my.
Well, Roy is in Florida, so that's not a bad trip for you guys.
Oh no, trust. I'll be hopping on that fucking plane.
Wow, since when were you part of the mocap team?
Yeah.
As soon as Roy Jones Jr., I have to meet that man. I have to.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we appreciate it. Thank y'all so much.
Cheers for your questions.
Okay.
Croden, how's it going?
Hello.
My man.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hello.
First of all, I just wanted to give a shout out to Trying for Top.
The legends.
I was wondering if there would be an investigation launched into the Memers of the Week removal of April 1st. Thank you.
You can thank whoever reminded me that it was no longer the week, okay? So
Okay,
whoever I
strangers.
noted said that, that's all their fault. So, Meme Man goes a bit crazy with his roles, as you may have noticed from time to time. and I need to
Cute.
reel him back in every so often.
Yeah,
Now,
try me.
this reading. Oh, you fucking go. I'll fucking take you. No, so every so often I'll remove some roles, and then in a week or two, me and my mom will just put them back on. So don't worry too much about those removals.
Okay.
Memers
thank
of
you.
the
Yeah,
week
thanks.
is staying.
For now.
Memers of the
Yeah,
week
for now.
is staying. Croden, you will stay a memer of the week if it kills me.
I guess before, have you got any other questions, Croden?
No, just thanks for the work you guys are doing. Good luck.
Oh, cheers. Okay, so before we get the next person in, I guess we could do like the TP. Have you got that sheet ready?
I
The-
do. I have.
Okay,
it
so
ready.
we're gonna because no one actually guessed 4 correctly, from what I can tell here,
Yeah.
and the only person who guessed 3 had an edited post. So by the definition of our rules, it's a bit of a
So,
touchy situation.
While you've been talking, I've been doing some more editing.
Okay, let me refresh.
So I would just like to take this moment to announce that everyone is absolutely terrible at guessing fighters. Not only did no one get 4,
No one got
no one
3.
even got 3.
Wow.
And even better than that, only 3 of you from 136 people that had a go, only 3 of you even got 2.
I feel
So I
like you're
guess
having
what
homework
the
review.
situation is going to happen is we're going to give the people who got 2 correct. I mean, I was being a bit ambitious with my getting 4 correct. The people who got 2 correct are going to win that. What did I call that role?
Talent scout, the role.
Yeah, talent scout role. You'll have that till like the next fighter show. I mean, we're gonna close that channel off and do some purging and get it ready for the next fighter show. So we'll be reopening that. Try and do it again next time. You guys need to be a bit more realistic with your guesses. I guess that's the key thing.
Yes. Couple of quick shout outs to some very good shouts. Vetrus93, I don't know if you're in here, but did very well to pick out Celia Brackus. And I lost the guy that managed to pick out. Here he is, a UFC Leaks and News. Good job picking out George Cambosos Jr. So two very good left field picks there as well. Well done.
Well, we might as well get them the role as well. Fuck it.
Cool.
Okay, so
Actually,
5.
to be fair, one of them actually was one of the people who got 2. Yeah, Vetrus93 got Lomachenko and Celia Brackus.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'd give the people who got 2 and then that left field guess the role.
Yep,
Cool.
cool. Do you want me to do that now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You should have the permissions. Let's bring the back
Now the
egg back
power.
in. Come on, egg. What have we got for us now?
I'm a big fan. I have 2 questions in one statement. UFC Leaks and News change your name to ESBC Leaks and News. Much appreciated.
Yeah, and I'll start DMing you.
What?
What?
What did you say?
What? I didn't say anything.
I got a question. Will the blood have physics?
Do you mean like dripping?
Like splattering all over the mat and stuff?
It's something we've been looking at. We obviously don't have it at the moment, as you can tell from like the gameplay features.
Yes.
It's something that we want to add to the game, and we're currently looking at the ways to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should hopefully be in the game.
And I'm also being paid for this question. Will Delta be a commentator?
No.
Oh my god, I won't. Alright. Good to know.
Yeah.
Bye
Cheers.
bye.
See you later. Spitfire, welcome back. Have you actually got a question?
We go back again. Yeah, here's one question. I have another one in mind, but yeah. You mentioned earlier, certain fighters having unique movesets. How much of a difference will there be in terms of fidelity between fighters that are mocap scanned, etc., to those that are then just sort of recreated? I guess a comparison would be like fucking like the Gran Turismo series, premium cars versus just like shit regular ones.
Well, you got to realize that none of our animations are handmade. They are all mocapped. So a fighter has made those mocaps that you're going to see. So even though a fighter might not have their own mocap, they will have some fighter's mocap on them. We'll try our best to sort of get it to look as close as possible to how it should look for that fighter. But obviously, we only have limited, animations to use for them.
And in terms of visuals, like some guys have sadly passed away, so it's not like you can capture everyone's exact likeness.
I think we got a pretty good likeness for Joe Frazier, and that
We
was
will
done
dig
by
them all.
someone
That was
who
pretty decent.
who recorded. So yeah, cool. Any other questions so far?
Fuck. I had a fucking question for 5 minutes. I fucking forgot it.
Maybe write it
You
down
need to
next
start
time.
writing these things down.
Yeah, but I'm lazy. I'm a lazy bastard.
Same.
Well, I'm a fucking game developer. I fucking like throw it in fucking like a Discord or Telegram or some shit like that. Oh god. But yeah, I'm
Well,
fucking
feel free to
stupid.
join the queue again whenever you figure it out.
Yay!
Cool. See you later.
See ya.
Tenchu.
Hey, what's up? What's up, aimbot? Me man, TP, Debbie, what's going
Holy
on?
fuck! Who is this guy? Is this a boxing fanatico?
No,
You
no,
sound
just-
familiar.
no, but I did want to come on here to. It's fine. It doesn't really matter right now at this point. But I did come on here to ask about now that we saw Lomachenko, which by the way, another banger. You guys try to give me a heart attack every single time you start those shows.
We will do it. We will.
We will get you eventually.
one day I'm just not gonna get back up from one of those announcements. But I did want to talk about the angle system, because I did see that you can do you can pivot and angle. But are you guys going to dive deeper in explaining how that works? I don't think anything was said on how that mechanic is actually applied to the game. So I'm curious about that. But also, I'm curious about how deep. You don't have to say anything specific. Just say very deep or like mid-tier or whatever, in terms of the integration of the referee and the clinch system. So three questions.
So the first question is pivots and movement around. So it's something we don't want to talk about lots at the moment because we're still kind of trying to figure out what we want to do with it.
Okay.
We obviously have those pivot hooks, which are great, like the check hooks.
Yeah.
We want to add a bit more depth, so we're kind of looking at current like solutions for that. But we have nothing set in stone, so there's nothing really I can talk about too much.
Got it.
So number 2, ref system, I guess.
Yeah, the ref integration.
Again, referee, it's something we're looking at. There are some ideas we have of how he'll interact with the fight, and if someone, for example, has both their eyes fully bruised, covering their sight, obviously the fight will be called. So he'll call those fights. Yeah, and we'll have the.
Would that be in real time, or will it be like a cutscene?
I'm like from my mind's eye, I'm thinking real time. But he just kind of like breaks up the fight, and then you go into a cutscene of you being like
music to my ears.
And he would obviously interact with the players in the clinch.
Wait. I think you're giving out a lot right here, aimbot. You're giving out a lot of information.
Clinch is still in progress as well, so it's not finalized at the end of the day. But in my eyes, what I see the clinch doing, we have some ideas of how we want to do it. We did some mocap recently of trying to like getting it look better than how we had it before, because we hadn't really touched it for a while, because we've been obviously working on our punches for a long time. Yeah. It's been my life for like the last 5 months.
It's been doing a good job.
Yeah, the clinch system, it's something we've got on it's in my backlog of stuff to do along with the referee. So hopefully those should be ready soon, hopefully. But yeah, clinch, we have some ideas of how we want to do it. Obviously, Boss Man, he always has those ideas of how he wants me to do stuff, and I generally try and conform to those. And we have a designer that helps me out with organizing how it should play about with the game. So hopefully when I get back to the office on Wednesday after my holiday, I'll be working on some of those features. Okay, cool. Is it expected to be there at the early access release? In an ideal situation, yes. If I can get enough time, hopefully, yes. It should be in by early access. Perfect. Thank you. I love the show. By the way, it wasn't as good as the first show, though. I have to be honest. The first show was crazy. There was too many. I think that's the reason why a lot of people got the fighter guests or the guest fighter thing wrong, because they were probably
assuming that, hey, well, they're going to go bigger than last time. But it was still very good because, we got Kovalev, which was a shock. I didn't even think about him. And Lomachenko was just like brutal. Maidana was great. So it was a good show.
What you're telling me is that everybody should DM Todd Grisham and tell him to do better.
Correct. Yes, correct. We shouldn't be getting mad at aimbot and me, man, and you guys. We should be going after Todd Grisham.
Are you all listening to this? Everyone listening, DM Todd Grisham, not us.
So
Don't tell him we sent you.
Wait a second before I go. You guys said, well, not you guys. Todd Grisham himself. He said there's one major fighter that's going to be. So is this major fighter going to get his like own video or something? Is that what this means, or is he going to be part of the next showcase?
Meme, do you know? Because I'm pretty sure I was off that day.
I know there's something special planned for a few fighters.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on what Todd has got planned for this, but
gotcha.
Depending on the fighter, I'm pretty sure something big will be planned solely for this one dude.
Wow. So I think I could already figure who maybe the guy is, but I'll wait. To
Notice how Me-Man said fighters.
I did notice how you said fighters with an S. There's big
nothing else. Say nothing else. I do not want to be signing a P45.
This is why I let you on through it.
That's funny. But that's all I got. But thank you so much. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and just keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it, and it's super fun. All of this has just been making my days like exciting. So thank you.
Cheers for doing the content for us. Like, it's always great to see, all the YouTubers making content for us whenever we post. Seeing you guys' reactions to kind of make it a bit more fun doing my day-to-day job. Just watching in the background. So
I absolutely loved it that you guys did the splices of all of our reactions. I think King Juice was there. Study was there. So it was so cool to see all of us just reacting to the fighter reveals, even though I had to actually move my face around, but luckily I had it in real time so I could move it. But yeah, it was cool. Really, really fun.
Cheers. If you don't have any questions, it's been nice speaking to you. We'll get the next person in here.
Yep, that's it. I'm done. Thank you.
See you later.
See you.
Thank you, Marshall.
Oh, what's up? I have a question. So, EA UFC, they usually, when they release, they usually only support it with patches for like around 6 or 8 months. I was wondering how long you guys are going to support this, with patches and.
So from what I've heard, at least 2 years.
Even I'd even push that to 3 from what I heard in.
Because we're going for esports, you got to remember that. Esports is in our name. Esports will be in our blood, on our code. So we want to have at least a couple of seasons, at least 2, go in.
I hate you.
Also, I was also wondering about DLCs. Just
DLCs, yes, that is nice. I saw that Todd Grisham posted something about that in a podcast, right? Personally, I don't know what our plans are for DLC properly. So I'm not really the best person to speak on this subject.
All right, and last one, make some statements. Man, sorry for the tags on April 1st.
Oh no, it's fine.
Aimbot said it was allowed, and I kind of took it too far.
It was justified. It's fine.
And then last, a call out, Jay, my butterbean will fucking destroy your Eddie Hall, so don't even dream of facing me. All right. Yeah, I know he's here. I see you, Jay. I see you.
Is he watching?
Yeah, he's watching. I see him.
Oh, he's watching.
Cheers for dropping in.
Cheers.
Have a good day. Coach's Corner. Welcome to the chat.
What's going on, everybody? So good to hear your beautiful voices now.
Hello.
So, I got a couple of things. I'm with Fanatico, the Lomachenko, complete loss for words. I was at an absolute loss for words for that one. How are y'all going to capture, and do y'all feel like y'all will be able to truly capture his footwork in y'all's new system?
So our system can capture anyone's footwork. Footwork's
Ooh.
not an issue for us. Like we obviously have to do some, fine tuning to make it look good, but we can take some pretty raw data and output some pretty realistic footwork.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I don't
say.
think footworks are a problem.
No,
with
I
the
think
game.
the system isn't the problem. It's going to be getting this big Russian fighter into a suit.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. What does it feel like to constantly hit a home run with these videos week after week? And what are the parties like?
I don't know. You tell me.
I love it.
Your videos, hitting out the park every week. What's your
I do
parties
okay.
like?
I do okay.
We don't really have parties at the moment. We're still in lockdown here in the UK properly, so we haven't really been out for a company meal since like last year, September. But I know we have some stuff planned for later on down the line when we can finally, get out and get drunk and celebrate how good the game's going. Obviously, not until we actually release, because we're not going to slow down anytime soon. We want to keep the same pace we've been going since the start, and hopefully give as good a game as people want from us.
Wow, not going to slow down anytime soon. With that being said, how much of a change are we going to see from the time that everybody gets it in their hands in the early access release versus when you guys are ready to do a full release?
I think you'll see a lot more game modes come into play. Hopefully we'll finally get, if we haven't got clinches in by then, hopefully clinches will be in by the time we hit 1.0. That's for sure. Because we can't be releasing a 1.0 without being feature complete, really. Most of the stuff for like esports might not be in, but we'll be getting those like as patches in there. Career mode wise, I guess there's going to be some changes during early access. Do you know, Mimam, do you want to take that away?
Yeah, there will be a hell of a lot of changes in terms of career mode. On early access, we'll be gathering a hell of a lot of data after it, and kind of fine tuning the career mode to kind of suit for the 1.0 release. And in terms of multiplayer, there'll be a lot of stress testing going on as well.
And obviously, loads more fighters joining. Every patch, we'll add more fighters in. Because it's not like we're going to launch early access with all the fighters. We're going to have them coming in throughout till 1.0. I don't know. And I think when we hit 1.0 is when we'll have our core roster done with all of their models and their animations.
Mm-hmm. So do you guys have a time frame for how long you really want to be in early access?
I have a time frame I want to be in early access for, but it's completely different from what my boss wants. So
yeah, there will be a giant difference in how long we want to be in it for and how long we're going to be in it for, because we're going to have to make everything perfect, because if it isn't perfect, then we're going to get a lot of shit and DMs.
Yeah, and I don't want to say like time frames here, because obviously people will try and hold us to it, and I don't want to be the one giving out numbers like that. That should be, boss man in a statement giving those sort of situations. Yeah, because people will say, "Oh, what summer is like," blah blah blah, and then it will go on forever. I'm not gonna give any dates for when we think 1.0 will be released.
You will get it before 2030. We can assure you.
Are you sure about that?
You
know how many fighters we have, right, me man?
Yeah. As soon as he said that was in my head. 200 skeletons, 200 skeletons to rig, and 200 hairstyles to do. So
yeah.
That's
I hope
all
that's
I got.
Your questions, Coach.
Yeah, that's all I got, man. You guys are killing it. Y'all are bringing boxing back after a 10-year hiatus. I love it.
Woo!
Cheers. We appreciate you, Coach.
We appreciate you, Coach's Corner.
I appreciate you.
Look, well, y'all can call me at any time. We can go ahead and do some face models. Get me in the game, real coach.
That's something I'll probably have to talk to Mr. Bossman about, but judging by the way he's been responding to some of my requests, that might actually happen.
Don't make me any promises like that. I'll pass.
Coach's desk just moved a bit, I think.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Cheers for dropping in. Okay, let's get the next one in. Ray 4,
Hello?
how's it going?
Hey, what's up? Can you
Not
hear me?
much. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I just had a quick question. I know that when you guys first like came up with the idea to start the game, right? You guys like partnered with the WBC,
Yeah.
and I was just wondering if you guys had plans like down the line, like maybe by like the official launch, if like the WBA and the WBO would be in it.
I can't really talk on a licensing front
Oh,
about
okay.
what's going on. That's not really my sort of area. I deal with
Oh, okay.
like gameplay, code, and animations and stuff like
Oh,
that. And I think
oh,
Meme
okay.
Man deals with like rigs and UI and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So we're not really the best people to talk on the situation. I mean, obviously
yeah,
we want as many organizations in the game as possible.
yeah.
So we'll try our best to get as many of them in.
Yeah, the reason why I was asking that because I know like it could probably work in like career mode, but like the esports part of it, like you guys won't have like be able to like get all those belts to give out to people, right? From every organization, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we could try and leverage that.
Oh,
Never say
okay.
never, you know.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I've learned from this
And
game.
yeah, yeah, I understand. And I had one more thing. I had a suggestion too, like in the suggestion tab. I was like wondering if there's gonna be like more like the contract negotiations, if there's gonna be like more like different ways you can negotiate, just not from the ones that are there already. If there's gonna be more.
What else would you want to negotiate?
Okay, so I was saying like, okay, so what if you were like if you held two title belts, so let's say the IBF and the WBC, right? And you
Mm.
wanted to negotiate a contract with somebody to fight, but you only wanted to put up one of your belts, not both. That would if that could be like a thing to probably help raise the bar or not, right? Of the success of the contract going through.
Yeah, I get you. I will actually be noting that down and passing that on to the
Yeah.
main career dude because that is something that I don't think we've yet discussed.
Yeah, because I know a lot of like boxers, sometimes they might not want to put up all their belts, right? They might just want to put up one or two, right? They might want to keep one, right? Just in
Yeah.
case they lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
fully. Yeah, belt
and then one
negotiation.
more yeah, and then one more thing I had too, I was saying like, you know, like how like when you're doing the training in career mode, right? If there was like a thing to where like, you know how you have to get like fans and to promote the fight? Like if there was a thing to where like maybe you invited like the media or fans to your sparring camp one day, right? That could help build your fans and promote the fight, but that could also have a con to where it's not your discipline for the fight goes down. You know what I mean? Because you're basically not locked in. You're more worried about the fans and promoting the fight, right? And if you go too aggressive with it, that could affect your discipline for the fight that's coming up.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Yeah, no, these I am actually noting these down because I will.
Yeah.
I'll pass these on to career boss man.
Yeah, like you guys are doing great with the game. It's just like those are like super immersive things that could like really like, especially with the contract negotiating thing too, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
and
we love having like fan feedback and stuff. We always want to take that into
yeah,
account when we're making this game. So we really appreciate you coming on here and saying that, mate.
yeah, and one more thing about the contract negotiation thing. Will there be like some type of system to where like you could do counter negotiating? Like let's say like they just don't like if you send out a negotiation and they just don't accept, is there a way for you to like counter it, or it's just like they just don't want to do it after you tried the first time?
Yeah, I think there will be a way. I think there will be a way to counter the offer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't quote
So,
me on that though. Don't quote me on that though.
yeah, I won't. I won't. If it gets in, it gets in. If it doesn't, you
Mhm.
guys are already doing a good job with what you guys have right now. So, Yeah. And
Thank
the
you.
creation thing, I know before you guys were saying that you will be able to create like everything from your coach to trainers and stuff like that. Is that still happening or is it just your characters, like
Yeah,
fighters?
that's still happening. It's in our roadmap that we're going to be releasing at some point. It might not be in for early access release, like
Oh,
early access,
yeah,
like in summer, but it will be added
yeah,
during early access.
yeah. And I just want to say one more thing to everybody listening. If people are bummed about the fighters that they seen and they didn't see the fighters that they wanted to see, it wouldn't be smart for you guys to release big name fighters right now and early access still didn't come out. You guys would want to release that closer to when the official launch is going to happen to where it hypes up the game even more. It's like boxing promotion. Like before a fight happens, the 2 weeks before or a week before, right? So that could give you guys more exposure because you guys might release everything on a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll have nothing to look forward to if you release everything now.
Cheers. I'll speak to you
You
later.
too.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Dill,
What's good, people?
how's it
Hello,
going?
Dill.
How's everyone? I just want to say absolute big props to the team. I have just a few questions. So the character models have been like really good so far. But I'm just wondering about hair physics because I don't really think we've seen anyone with like longer hair because we obviously haven't seen the female characters in game or anything like that. So is there any news about the hair physics?
Right, yeah, so that is something that I will be looking at when we tackle female fighters. Because we're not releasing female fighters in early access, it's not been that high of a priority, but we have got a system in place that we're pretty certain will give us some pretty sexy hair physics.
But me, man, will it be able to do my hair?
I mean, if it can do my hair, then it can do anyone's bloody hair.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it's good to hear. Even for like male fighters, because I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of different hairstyles that you can reach, sort of longer hairs and everything like that. So
Yeah.
good to see physics.
Yeah, we'll be looking at male hair physics as well. We've had a few tests as well with a couple of things, but nothing we're 100% happy with. So it's something that we're going to be fine tuning. Definitely, hopefully, getting him for early access because I want that hair flowing.
Yeah, we need Sonny's pigtails.
We do need Sonny's pigtails.
Yeah, we do.
Right, nice one. And just wondering about for career mode when you're able to like move up and down weights, will we see a visible difference in like character model? So like if you're going up in weight, will we see a bit of a more bulkier fighter or going down a leaner fighter?
I don't think that's been fully decided yet. I mean, it doesn't seem too hard to do from a technical standpoint, based on if it's your curated fighter. But if you're using like a licensed fighter, it might be harder to do.
Right, got you. And that's all I have anyway. Just big props to the team. Great work. Yeah, keep it up.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dill.
Deji, how's
What?
it going?
Here
Sorry,
we go.
knock someone out real quick. Okay.
The model man.
Okay. You know, do you know the guy called Curtis? Yeah.
Which one?
No, McNips.
Which
You know,
one?
I'm gonna call him out. Have you heard of Street Beef? You know, have you heard of...
He's not here. He's not here.
I don't care, man. You got recordings and send it to him.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm a lazy dev, mate.
I'll call you out to a Rocket League 1v1 then.
Okay, yeah. When?
Okay, I've got a question. So when are you going to be in the game?
When you're good at the game.
When I'm good at the game.
So never.
Okay, you know what, I'll go now.
Wait, Deji.
Yeah.
Maybe if you keep your modeling skills, like build on your modeling skills, we might put one of your models in the game.
Not as a fighter.
No, I'll put them in as a fighter.
As like a background character.
Some concept art.
Oh, okay.
Just think about that. Having your art in our game would be insane.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Think of the exposure.
You know, I could be the next Logan Paul if you do that, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you really want to be the
So
next
when-
Logan Paul?
Yeah, I want to go to a Japanese suicide forest bar.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Is this the real Tom Cruise?
Oh my god!
I'm
it is.
starstruck.
So I took a break from my set on Top Gun to join this Q&A and had a couple questions.
Go ahead, Tom.
As long as you put a full, as long as you put like a Mission Impossible pun in each one, I'm good answering them.
What was that?
You need. Oh, never mind. It's not worth repeating. Just ask your question.
I was wondering if you guys, for beards in the game, if it's gonna have the same amount of customizability as the hairs that you showed in the video.
Yeah, it's something we're working on. We have like some stubble stuff going at the moment. But yeah, it's definitely something we want to look at adding. We might not have like loads of beards to begin with. I don't know if it'll be an early access launch, but hopefully sometime during early access we'll add that in.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we can implement pretty easily, to be honest. Oh, okay, sorry, I'll shut up.
I'm joking. It's
Yeah, I just
just
want some
it's
luscious
stuff on my
beards.
backlog. It's all good. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then I was wondering if you guys ever thought about including stuff from Hajime no Ippo, the anime.
Our designer talks about that game a fair bit. So
From what?
maybe. Yeah, he does.
What? Which set?
Ippo Man, isn't it?
It's pretty
Ippo
good.
Man.
Yeah,
Like an
the
anime,
boxer.
isn't it?
And the guy who makes it is actually a boxing coach in Japan. So it's pretty good.
How do you spell it?
IPPO. I don't know how that would look if we put like that model in our game compared to like all the hyper realistic stuff, but you know, maybe it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, but kind of like how you guys put in like money and notorious for nicknames. It would be cool to like have that.
Oh,
and
you
create
mean like as a
character with
nickname?
just in
yeah.
any way, or like a
Oh
short
yeah.
logo.
You can chuck that in nickname suggestions and just try and get as many people as possible to upvote, and it should be in. And if you're lucky, we might do like we did last time, where we had like we chose 8 names technically. We chose 5 from the top, like the final, and then 3 were already going to be in the game anyway, so they were automatically added.
Okay, cool. Just like 2 more things then. Before you guys go. For the skin colors I saw in the thing with the body hair and stuff, is it gonna be locked for like how you said, like how their skins look kind of different depending on the skin color? Because sometimes there's also variation within the skin color itself, right? Like the brown skin color only had like body hair in it, and then one of the black skin colors had like kind of like discoloration, like stretch marks in it.
Yeah,
yeah, they were.
So, concept, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was just for more. Yeah, proof of concept.
Okay,
So
yeah. I thought so. I just wanted to. Okay, and then what was my last one? Oh yeah, for like names, I'd just like to throw in like a couple, like if you guys could add, because for like the commentators say like maybe Sing for the last name, because it's pretty common last names I don't see in a lot of sports games.
The way we're gonna use our commentator is they're gonna say their nicknames rather than the first and last names. So your first and last name, you can write them in to be whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Well, that was it. That's pretty cool. I hope Naoya anyways in the game, because he had a sick fight with Donaire. But you guys have been making a cool game. Looking
Yay,
forward to it.
boxing. Yay, boxing. I don't know which those boxes are, but I hope
no
they are
need
in the game
to
too.
Donaire. You just added today, and then they fought.
Did we?
Naoya.
I forgot to watch the show. My bad.
Yeah, he fought. He just recently lost to like one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world from Japan. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that
run
was
it past
cool.
Jay, run it past Jay because he'll be clued up on that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, cheers for dropping in, asking your questions. If you have any else, do you have any else?
I'll probably hop in another Q&A or something. I gotta go do stuff now.
Okay, cheers.
Sweet.
Thanks for dropping in.
I have questions.
Andy's back.
Number one. Hi, I'm back again. Well, I actually gotta call out TP first. By the way, you call boxing Fanatico Marshall, so I had to do that.
I'm pretty sure that was Marshall Mind.
Pretty sure that was Mastermind.
I can see similarities, but you know, I don't know. It just sounded a bit more like Fanatico. 5 character stats updates. So let's say, like with example with Povetkin, he's a part of the game. Let's say if the game released earlier, he got brutally he got murked by Dillian White. Would his stats be buffed or like just like changed or something like that?
Well, I'm pretty sure we're looking into getting that boxer rec. Like, is it boxer rec that we have?
Yeah, box rec.
Yeah, we're looking to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
some API from them so we can use that to update some stats. From
No,
like, do you
like,
mean like actual like physical stats rather than like
physical
the
stats, like
records?
chin,
Yeah, that would
foot, like,
be on
yeah.
our designer to decide if they should have a different stat.
Yeah, cool. Another one. Xbox Preview as I come on. I heard some talks of that.
Yeah. we're not really.
Well,
I haven't touched that in a while. I'm focusing
oh,
on Steam at the moment, mate. Like
that's so
Xbox
good.
is in the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
of my mind.
yeah. Okay. An open weight. So like in the settings, you can adjust. Like if it's open weight, you can have like heavyweight fighters fight lightweight fighters or something like that. Just like you can have like dream fights within like different weight divisions, something like that. I don't know. That seems pretty cool.
It's a good suggestion. And we'll take it on
Yeah.
board.
That is something that I personally will be pushing for because
No.
I just think it will be-
Lomachenko versus Roy Jones Jr. Loma versus Roy Jones Jr. Like, oh, that's what I want to do. That'd be pretty cool. But
So,
yeah, all right.
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Except from a gameplay
Yeah,
perspective.
no, I think technical limitations might hinder certain
That's
things.
fair. All right.
Like I would
well, I'm
love
done.
for Sonny Edwards to go and take out Eddie Hall, but
Yeah,
not
yeah,
within
yeah.
reach, you know?
Yeah, he's a bit short. He's 5'3". He's about the size of like a dog, a really like small like chihuahua or something like that. I don't know. All right, I'm done. So.
Next person, please. By the way, we're going to be doing this until 12 o'clock UK time, so in about half an hour we'll be shutting up, so try not to do too many questions in one go, because we want to get through as many people as possible.
Okay, just one quick question. How do you guys have story mode?
Story mode?
Yeah, story mode.
Story mode won't be in early access, but it's something that we're looking at doing for the 1.0 release. As you
Okay,
can see
thank
from
you.
our FAQ.
Yeah. I bet. Thanks.
Cheers. Marius.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Marius.
Hope you hear me well. My microphone is a bit iffy. Okay.
No, it sounds great.
We can hear you beautifully.
Okay, so this might be a bit too early to ask, but it's about an online feature.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my question is our career fighter that we use in the career, who we grow on overall and everything, can it be used on online features like ranked match or stuff like this? If that is something you guys think about.
It's something we're definitely thinking about, something that we kind of want to put in, because it would be a good feature to have. I don't know if that will be in for early access, but we'll try our best.
Yeah, I was thinking about, using your ranking match mode for only the career fighters and the ranking match mode only for the real fighters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a bit of a suggestion. So,
We'll
that's
take
it.
it Thanks, Marius.
Thanks so much for having me.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Norton, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Not
Hi, Norton.
bad. How are you?
And first, I want to say thank you for bringing out a boxing game after so long. It's crazy that we never had one. And I kind of got a concern about this boxing game that's coming out because, as a fan of boxing and boxing games, I go all the way back from Knockout Kings. Knockout Kings 2000 and 2001, Fight Night 1, 2, 3, 4, and champion. With the top of the leaderboard of Fight Night champions right now, which is Timur the Great, Finishing Dre, Captain Swift, and guys of those nature that play the game. So I hear a lot of people asking about like hair follicles and things like that, but I'm more concerned of a blocking system. Are you guys going to have an actual blocking system where you can control the arms and how you block instead of just blocking with one button that blocks everything, or just a button you hold to block the body, or a button to block the head? Or how's that working out?
We've got a full manual blocking system that will go into detail in our control scheme video. We don't want to spoil
Okay.
you too much information. Just
Okay.
watch out for that video.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was kind of concerned because if you look at the history of the boxing games from the last 15, 16 years, you would see that they went down in quality because lack of blocking systems. Like all the fight night games, they all had a blocking system until Fight Night round 3, and when they came out to Fight Night round 4 and Champion, it became a sidestep video game that basically had no blocking elements to it except for pump blocking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't
I was
worry.
just worried
Our
about that.
the guy in charge of most of this like design of the game is a big boxing game fan. He has like a lot of ideas of how to make a boxing game better, and obviously blocking is one of those things that he wants to put in. So we're gonna get it in there. Well, we do have it in there. So
Man, I just want to say thank you. I'm excited about the game, man, and I can't wait to hear more news. Appreciate it.
yeah, cheers.
Hell
cheers
yeah.
for coming in.
All right.
What is this song?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to say thanks for having me up here, and I'm a huge boxing fan. And I got a couple of questions.
Shoot.
Okay, the first one is related to the character design. In terms of hair, are you like able to add some certain amounts of hair dye to your male/female fighters? For example, like teal, purple, red, or blue, for example?
That will, yeah. Do you know? We are. I think I'm gonna push for that because I want my own hairstyle.
Same.
So yeah, we will be putting a hell of a good range of colours in there.
Yeah, it's something that we've been looking at, like different colors of hair anyway. So hopefully that shouldn't be too hard to achieve.
Okay, the second question, it's regarding the whole tournament thing, and the winner earns an actual physical belt. How does that exactly play out? Like, will it be mailed to your home or something like that?
No, so the finals of that event would take place in a physical location, and you would be awarded the belt after winning the finals.
Okay,
So from what I've heard, nothing's set in stone at the moment, but you would have regional finals, and then from those regional finals, you would have the world finals. With some of us, developers being there on hand to, greet fans and stuff like that, and to, have some interaction with the community as we like to have.
Okay. Last question. In terms of the game's full release, will there are you guys ever considering crossplay?
Yes.
Yeah, we've
But it's
definitely
not something that we have set in stone yet. It's an idea that we're playing about with. We have some ideas of how to use that in association with your custom fighters. So hypothetically, if it all works out, you'd be able to take your created fighters from PC and put them on your PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and so on and so forth.
Okay, cool. I just want to say thank you very much for answering my questions, and I really can't wait to get my hands on this game. Thank you.
No worries.
Nice to have you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
See you later.
See ya.
Sup, Freeze? How's it going?
Hey, man, one more question. I appreciate it. Can you talk at all about obviously training is a massive part of boxing. Can you talk about the training games and how you guys are going to implement those into the game?
Me, man? Korea?
I have absolutely no idea about the training games that we're thinking about implementing yet. Sparring is definitely in there, so we will definitely have sparring, but the talks on which other training games that we're going to have in there, it's still talk at the moment, and we can't release anything about that.
Gotcha. Are there plans for things like heavy bag, double-ended bag, jump rope, speed bag, whatever? Are there plans at all for that, or is that something you can definitely see being in the game eventually?
There's definitely talks going on at the moment. We want to make sure that all the decisions that we've got are nailed down before we go ahead and implement anything like that.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it, guys.
No worries. Thanks for having. Yeah.
Cheers.
Keep brain farting. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, me man. I forgive you. I'll be docking your pay.
Okay. I
Into
quit.
my pocket.
I quit.
Harrick, you got an invite. Come join us. We're waiting. If you don't join soon, we're gonna get the next person in. Well. Yep.
Next one.
Yeah. Kazmot.
Hello.
How's it
Okay.
going?
Hello.
Hi guys. So I have a couple of questions. So yeah, the first one is there going to be like ability to import photos into the game, like logos and stuff?
So we have nothing set in stone for like a face scan feature, but we have been talking internally. Don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but it is something we're looking at.
Okay.
Do you mean like logos for shorts and things?
Oh.
For shorts, for gloves, and t-shirts? I don't know.
We've not really
That,
spoken about that yet.
that we
have we?
haven't spoken about, no.
No.
It's something that we could bring forward to the team, but I don't think it would be as high a priority as other things at the moment for early access. So we'd probably do it during early access rather than before the early access release.
I am putting that on the suggestions notepad thing I've got open now.
Good job, man. You're getting your wages back.
My second question is there like gonna be more influencers in the game, like social media influencers? Because we had Vidal Riley, he's a pro boxer and a YouTuber. Like, are we gonna have like more of that, or is he gonna be the only one?
Are you low-key asking if Jake Paul and Logan Paul are going to be in the game?
Kinda. Man, I don't know.
I don't think we can really talk about any sort of future boxes that could be announced. We'd love to give you the information that we have, but NDAs exist for a reason.
But I mean, there's no reason that
I
any
mean,
of that is an influence.
if you think about it, from a logical standpoint, if Vidal Riley's in the game, I mean, what does that open us up to?
Okay. My last question is the menu jukebox, like the musics. Are we gonna hear like popular singers, or what's it gonna be like? Is
That's
there
going to
gonna
be
a
done
menu
by.
jukebox?
That's going to be done by the soundtrack is done by Justice League. So we're obviously gonna have a jukebox in the menu that you can turn off. You can choose your favorite songs and stuff like that. It might not be fully implemented by early access, but it's something that we'll definitely add on during.
Oh yeah, we want some fire tracks in there as well.
You got to remember, when we launch early access, it's not going to be the final product. We're going to be continuously adding to it. We're going to continually improving it, adding new features for as long as we can before we hit that 1.0 release. And even if we do hit 1.0 release, that doesn't mean that we're going to stop working on the game.
So those are all my questions. Thank you for having me. The game looks great. It looks incredible, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I pressed the wrong button. MMA King, how's it going?
MMA King.
You muted.
You're muted.
Hello?
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hi, how are you?
I've
Not
got
bad,
one
how are you?
question, lads. Will all the fighters' models be in their prime, or will it be Ricky Fatton?
So some fighters will have multiple models. Some fighters will just be in their prime.
All right.
Yeah,
It all
there is-
depends on what the art director / boss man want for that fighter.
Yeah.
And if the fighter has any special requests in their contract.
No, there is definitely that we are definitely talking amongst ourselves at work on having multiple sort of aesthetics for boxers. So, I mean, to be fair, I do kind of want a Ricky Hatton to go up against Butterbean, but also have Ricky Hatton in his prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one more question. So when you get a person like Roy Jones Jr. and they say you got to program like the movements and stuff, is that a pain in the ass? Like you like Roy Jones Jr. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah, no.
Every bit of animation is a pain in my ass. Don't worry. It's what I get paid to do, so I have to deal with it.
Oh, all right. Appreciate it, lads. Yeah.
No worries.
Sweet.
Me, man, are you eating at the moment?
Yo, what's up, guys?
I was. Hello, Thriller in Manila.
Hello, Thriller.
Yeah, all right. So you know how next gen consoles just released, right?
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, PS5, Xbox Series X. Is there going to be a graphical improvement from PS4 to PS5? You guys going to keep it standard for all consoles to maintain frame rate?
I mean, what's the GPU in a PS5 Xbox Series X? Is that like a 3070?
I can't tell you exactly, but it's much better than the old gen consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we did get our game running pretty good on like an Xbox beforehand, like the old Xboxes. I
Yeah.
don't know how it runs at the moment because we haven't tested it for a while because we're focusing on early access. But I mean, I don't know really what to say. That's all I got really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the loading speed's going to be any better, or are they all going to be the same?
Loading speeds might be a bit better. Yeah.
So
I mean, I can't really delve into it too much at the moment because I haven't really done
Uh-huh.
much testing on those sort of consoles yet.
Alright.
Just mainly been working on our PCs at the moment.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got one more. Is there going to be any one hitter quitter lucky punches? So you're getting beat up the whole game, or you catch one nicely placed punch to end it all?
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I don't know if we're under NDA for this.
Yeah. I'd say look out for the control scheme video.
Yeah.
It might reveal a thing or two.
All right. All right, that's all I got.
Sweet, nice one, Thriller.
Thank you.
Cheers for dropping in.
Guys.
How's it
How are you?
going?
How's it going? First and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much for bringing back a new boxing game. I think all of us have been ready for a very, very long time. So thank you very much for that. I've just got a question regarding career mode. So are you guys gonna implement some kind of pound for pound ranking in the game?
Man?
I'm not 100% what pound for pound is.
So
Like
it's essentially across all divisions.
Yeah.
So like a universal ranking.
Yeah, so like best fighter in the game in career mode is like pound for pound is like who's the #1 fighter in the world right now? Floyd Mayweather,
Right. Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So there is. Yeah. So there will be multiple divisions that you'll be able to fight in, obviously. But we are looking at having sort of an overall pound for pound ranking leaderboard in there as well for the career mode. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, guys. I hope you take your sweet time with it.
we will. Don't worry.
All right, thanks. Bye.
No worries. Just so you know, next people that are joining, there's only 11 minutes left, so please keep it to one question.
3, 6, 7.
Hello.
What's up?
Askelos.
You guys doing?
Yeah,
Not
good.
bad, not bad. What is your question?
This is a question for career mode. For the,
Me, man. Go ahead.
Yep.
Will you be able to like choose if you want to be disrespectful or respectful in press conferences if you have any?
So we've not. Oh shit. We've not really spoke about press conferences in. We will definitely be having press conferences in the game, but how they work in like a technical point of view is still to be discussed. So I'm going to add that to the suggestions because that is something that I need to talk to career boss about. But I mean, there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to do just that. Give the opponent shit and so on.
All right. That's it.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Nice to have you all.
Seductive.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Not bad, not bad. What is your question?
So if I talk fast, just ask me what I'm saying again. So, I forgot my question.
Too much pressure, isn't it? Sorry.
I know people don't probably don't want this, but it's gonna be like a you can cut your own boxing ring or something like that, or create your own. You know, like let's say just in case, say you don't want to use the regular vein that y'all got in the game right now.
So is that basically you're asking if you can make custom rings?
Yes.
At
There's
the
no
moment,
plans for it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we can't add that in the future. I mean, there's saying that the systems behind being able to actually customize your own ring shouldn't be that difficult.
Famous last words.
Well, I was going to say, from an artist's point of view, we know exactly what to give you in terms of art for it, but it can be something that we look at after early access. Sure.
Yep, and that's all I got.
No worries. Thanks for coming on. Study. Welcome back.
Real quick, or if you guys have any plans with like tattoos and stuff? I said about in the suggestions thing, like a 2K thing where you just pick the design and then move it and place it wherever you see fit, or is it going to be like preset to the left arm, preset to the right arm, and you can't move them or make the sizes bigger or smaller? Or do you know what's going on with that?
I say we make our technical artists' life harder. Me man, put this down. I'll ask for it to be placed anywhere.
Yeah, no, I have been talking to is he called Kebab in the server?
Yeah, Kebab, yeah.
And there's talks are going on to have movable tattoos.
Nice one. Yeah, I was just so they can like overlap and you could look like you've got a real, bit like what's his name, Conor Ben, how all of his tattoos connect to one another, something like that.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'll be whipping James.
Oh, good shit. Right, nice one, fellas.
Cheers for dropping in.
Study.
Hey,
how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good. Glad to be here. So I got a question on the adrenaline system that you guys showed. So I saw where it took a fair amount of punches to like work your heart rate